Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second deep dive of the week. We had so many good responses to our social media topic last week that we decided to do two deep dives because we make the rules and we can do that. So with me today, I have Kelsey from Warwick Publishing. Kelsey, say hi and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, Kelsey here with Warwick. Super excited to be on the Promo Kitchen team. I'm a new chef this year, so that's my big exciting news. But other than that, I've been in the digital marketing space for about 7 years now, thinking back. So I used to work for an agency, so I have a little bit of agency background, which I kind of brought into this role here. And I love digital marketing, all things digital marketing. And I really, in my free time, I love to be outside. So it's kind of like I gotta have my space away from the computer, right? So I love to hike, I like to surf, I'm a figure skater as well. Recently got into rock climbing, so my boyfriend and I have been really diving into that, and anything outdoorsy, all me.
Awesome. Soak up the real world before you go into the digital one.
Yeah, you gotta have a balance. It's really important.
All right, so your question, our question, your response was to our question number 3. And you responded, for us, social media has been instrumental in helping shift the brand perception away from the long-held old school calendar company to the new products and marketing tools we offer. So that was an amazing response, and we all were kind of like floored by it in our little side chat when we were talking about who we wanted to have on the deep dive, and we wanted to ask you a couple questions about that. So the first question we have is, what was your strategy behind this perception shift? Was it like a natural, was it something you sat down and said, we need to do this, or was it more of just kind of naturally developing as you manage your social media accounts?
Yeah, so I would say we didn't sit down and say we need to change the perception. It was something I kind of realized after going to PPAI for a couple of years and just kind of picking random people. I'm so new to the industry, I still think I am, but I didn't know anybody, and just kind of through networking and asking people what they thought of Warwick. You know, people were like, "Oh yeah, Warwick, the calendar company." I'm like, "Great." And over and over and over again, I would see that response, but it's not their fault. Like, that's what we were known for 30 years. And we still make calendars, but we also make pocket folders. We make pillow boxes. We do custom dies. We've like really evolved into a lot of different custom things that people just don't really know about. So after kind of going to the trade shows and hearing the feedback about how we're seen in the industry, I'm like, okay, we need to really make a push for this and provide resources, provide tools, provide things that are more modernized to let people know that we are not just what they thought we've been for the last 30 years. We are kind of, I wouldn't call it, we're not high tech or anything, but we're definitely more than just calendars.
Yeah, sure, totally. And especially when you have such a long history, and when the first thing someone thinks is, oh, the calendar company, I mean, that kind of clues you in to what people are looking for you to do, and what more you can show them, right?
Right. Yeah, we don't want to be pigeonholed into just that category when we really can. If you call us and say you need something made out of paper, most likely we can do it. We might have to go check with our factory, but we'll definitely work with you. Even if it's a smaller run, I think that's one of the things that people don't know, is that we'll do custom pieces, completely custom, like out of the box, not on our website, and we can do small runs based on our new equipment. Last year we got new machinery. So yeah, we're a lot more than just calendars.
That's cool. That's cool. So what network have you found works best for communicating that, the breadth of your services?
Yeah, so in all honesty, I think it's got to be a multifaceted approach. You got to be on a lot of different platforms. So I really love, the traditional social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook. Those are my top 2 for traditional social. But then for our industry, also commonsku has been huge for us. Looking at things like Promo Corner, which you might not really think as a social media platform, but it provides tools that can be used for social media. So like custom flyers, etc., putting out our sales things. So kind of tying all those pieces in, creating those links and putting them out on the social platforms has been really great. Number 1, I got to say Facebook, just because it's the most commonly used. There's, the most people in our industry are using that as a common thread. We're on Twitter as well, which I'm working on getting better there. It's not my favorite, but it just goes so fast. There's so much material that comes through. It's hard to even get people to see what you're posting on Twitter, in my opinion. So But yeah, I think Facebook, Instagram, and comments would be my top three, but like really it's a huge network of all of these different channels that work cohesively together to provide valuable content and resources from, you know, not just ourselves, but from other content creators.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Social media has been so spread out. So I don't want to say it gets into like every aspect of what we do now, and you really have to look at it holistically in order to make any sort of progress there. And you're totally right about Twitter. It moves a million miles a minute, and you have to be on there so much in order to make even the smallest splash. It is kind of it is a challenge, but also fun on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for PromoChat. All right, I got my plug in. I'm good.
Yes. Well, I love it too because it's not just about like the content pushing, it's about building those relationships. And that's where Twitter has been like super awesome for me because I get to meet you guys and like keep the Warwick name in front of some people who may not have really considered it for their projects. But it's really about relationship building when it comes down to it. Like, and you asked me about strategy earlier. Like that's where it is at, you know, you can't just be pushing out sales and sales and sales. It's like, okay, people are posting like in the promotional products professionals group, they're posting, or on Common SKU, they're posting they need help with a project, they need help with an idea. So like, can I give them some idea, even if it's not our product, but try to get creative and try to get specific to what they're looking for and say, hey, here's a creative way to tie in our products or whatever products might be relevant. And then also provide a way to give them like ROI for that, because keeping things measurable, especially with social media, you know, paper products inherently, like what we offer isn't necessarily trackable, but when you add maybe a link to it or a hashtag or something that you can tie in digitally, you can totally make a paper product trackable and related to social media.
Oh, totally. Yeah, absolutely. And you're 100% right. It's the conversations that you get to have and those relationships that you build. It's the social part of social media, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
And yeah. I had a thought that was something about conversations, but it's gone out of my head. And I don't know that I have the skills to edit out this part of me looking dumb. So on that note, I think maybe we'll just wrap it up. Where can people find you on online?
Yeah, so online on Facebook, we're at facebook.com/Warwick Publishing. Twitter, also the same handle. Instagram, same handle. LinkedIn, same handle. Just search for Warwick Publishing on your favorite platform. We'll be there.
Good job getting those usernames staked out. And don't forget to join us every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for PromoChat on Twitter. This was a quick hit, little extra deep dive for your snowy week if you are somewhere with snow. I hope you are not, but if you are, keep warm. This has been sponsored by our friends over at Maple Ridge, so go check them out or hang out with them on PromoChat, because they're definitely going to be there every Wednesday too. And thanks so much for your time, Kelsey. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thanks, Josh.